Now, ribs is a little bit different story. I look at a rib more on the drawdown of the bone. Okay?
Baby backs or spares?
Baby backs only.
All the way.
All the way. All the way. And I've won the American Royal twice in rib category. Once in the Invitational and once in the overall against 400 teams or whatever.
I'd say that speaks for itself. How about, here's something I would like to know personally. You've got a history with barbecue that's unparalleled. I mean, if we were going to write a book on it, we'd have to get Ken Burns to do the documentary, really. What were they doing before 6 rocks in a box? The thighs, the 6 thighs in a box? Was there something before thighs?
Oh, I always cook a whole chicken, okay? I always cook a chicken because everyone's got their favorite piece of chicken. Whether it's some white meat, a nice slice of breast, a thigh. And some people like a drumstick. Kids love drumsticks, but some adults like drumsticks.
Is that how it
some
started
people
out?
like a drummy, okay? There will be a piece of everything in my box, okay? In my chicken entry. Every piece of the chicken will be in there. And the white meat, the breast, and it'll be 50-50 between the breast and the wing, and the leg, and the thigh. You can find any piece you want in there. Go for your favorite piece first. It'll all taste just about the same. Just get your favorite piece of chicken.
Do you send in enough white meat for the judges? Like if each one wanted some white meat, would they be able to get some white meat?
There's more than enough. I load a box up, and I don't
Mhm.
think that's any big secret anymore. You know, these judges can't possibly
Eat with your eyes first,
everything that is presented to them, and they are there to load a box up to take home to the kids or to their hubby or whatever.
Whoever.
Yes.
Or themselves later. Yeah, that's absolutely right. Let me ask you, what was your first win ever?
First win was the first contest I ever cooked. I took a first place in, this was at the Piper Barbecue. It was very early on in the season. Actually, it was about the first one that year in Kansas City. I practiced. Once I decided that I was going to get into competition barbecue, I cooked 173 days before I ever turned in an entry. And I worked in a real estate office, and I just kept bringing barbecue after barbecue.
They were sick of it.
And I told them they can have all they want, but they got to do a scorecard. And they got to rate it on taste, tenderness, and appearance. And I always had an A, B, maybe an A, B, or C. Okay. 3 different dudes.
Okay. What year was this? I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Probably 1993.
93. Yes.
And I was the broker of a real estate office that had 30 people in it, and they loved it when I brought in
They
barbecue.
didn't get sick of it.
Okay. No, and they knew I was dead serious about it, so they give me their honest to God's opinion, and they didn't know that one was Lowry seasoned salt, and the next one was Head Country, and the next one was the slabs. I don't even think we had slabs back then. But I tried many different recipes that I researched, and just kept giving the dogs more dog food, okay, and getting numbers.
That's incredible.
And my first contest, I took a first place, and it was either brisket or pork, and a 3rd overall. Okay, and from there I was hooked, and Katie Barber.
What was the first grand champion you had? Remember that one?
No, I'm sorry, I don't.
That's all right. Been a lot of them.
It would have been either Lori, could have been Shawnee Gray Grillers, actually I believe it was Raytown.
Is that right?
Yes.
God, that's great. All good contests.
Yeah.
Good history.
Yes.
That's great. I talked earlier about how you were the first one to come up with the sheets. The sheets we all know that we look at the judges' breakdown. I told him you were writing them out by hand, which is incredible. Can you tell us what it takes to get to the mindset of that level of competition where you're thinking, how can I get an edge, and then to come up with, I need to write down these numbers so I understand them better.
I'll be very honest with you. I learned early on when I started critiquing my sheets against others that I had a very distinct advantage on my competitors, and that was, and the scoring's a little different today.
You're right.
In 2009,
sure, absolutely.
I presented my stuff blue ribbon,
clean,
quality.
perfect.
Oh, absolutely.
Presentation.
Presentation.
And doesn't it still makes a difference? We're down to 10,000ths of a point.
Yes.
And presentation is a half a point. I think you just said it all right.
Well, I
really do.
You have to be good. You have to develop some good flavors. You got to know how long to cook it to make it tender.
Right.
That they can't give you nothing but, yes, this is tender, and it's got to look good. People taste with their eyes before they ever taste with their mouth, and it better look pretty. And I think I rode that little secret for a while, and then I started giving tray presentation classes.
So there's no top secrets. Is that what you're telling me?
There's never been a top secret with me, and I initially started cooking under the team name Remax is Cooking Now.
Okay.
And then
right,
I got the idea I'm going to be a rich man and I'm going to sell rubs and I'm going to have restaurants, and I figured, well, that's a dumb name to cook under. Remax is Cooking Now. So I thought, well, top secret, man.
That'll make them wonder.
Somebody will want it because it's top secret.
Well,
but I just kept running my mouth and running my mouth and running my mouth. So
self-promotion.
And I think, honestly and truly, I've made a lot of the barbecuers that I competed against on a weekly basis much better barbecue.
Oh, absolutely.
Because
I bet they'd be the first one to say that too.
Yes. And I have a lot of friends in this hobby.
I know you don't do it much anymore. Does it still feel the same when you're coming out and doing it, or what have we lost today that we could bring back from the past that would make that maybe we've lost or we're missing out on?
There's way too much food TV network going on in these people's minds. They're using way too many exotic and new flavors, especially in the chicken and the pork categories, that nothing beats a good old black piece of pork butt. Okay, nothing. Just a good rub and good smoked wood, and you've got good barbecue. And they're putting apricot on it and mango, and that has changed the type of wood that they use. They don't even use wood anymore. They use rabbit food.
There's all kinds of things.
Yes,
out there. So
stuff that looks like rabbit food. I forget what they call it, but
I think we know what you mean.
Okay.
So you're saying that maybe just a rock solid classic barbecue is tight at the table when they're getting a mango or a pineapple or somebody's experimenting. If you send in that rock solid, rubbed, smoked, cooked right, presented right, that's going to give an edge. No matter.
Well, I hope, but I haven't competed lately. I may be 103 out of 104 here this weekend, so we'll see. But I'm cooking basic. I'm cooking old style.
You're cooking the way you've always cooked.
Absolutely, no different. Another thing that I think is very important: if you go out and look at my grills, I cook on Weber's, which are all porcelain, inside and out. I spent a day and a half because I haven't been on my competitive edge, so they built up. When I come to a contest, my cookers are spotlessly clean, inside and out. Okay? I'm inside and out.
You don't want last week's cooking.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to clean them every week than every other year, like I've been doing. But I'm clean. I have every. This is not hard stuff because I'm not inventing the wheel on anything.
People overthinking it? Is that what you're saying?
Huh?
People trying to overthink it a little bit?
Oh, I think so. I think so.
Mike, thanks a lot.
Hey, my pleasure.
That was great.
All right.